It's politician versus campaign grub on today's Hot List at theblaze.com. I'm Amy Holmes. New York's new mayor, Bill de Blasio, is getting flack for his dainty eating habits. The picky politician was dining at the famous Staten Island eatery Goodfellas, where instead of folding his slice like a true New Yorker, he neatly cut into it with knife and fork. Turns out the former socialist sympathizer is not alone in his pizza peccadillos. Fellow New Yorker and king of capitalism Donald Trump also prefers not to get his hands dirty. Back in 2011, at a well-publicized pizza summit with Sarah Palin, the Donald used cutlery instead of his digits to consume his slice. Cheesesteaks, it seems, are also a political hot potato. When then-Senator John Kerry was running for top dog in 2004, he requested Swiss cheese on his Philly cheesesteak. Bad enough that the Massachusetts Brahmin didn't know that a Philly cheesesteak is traditionally topped with Cheese Whiz or provolone, but Swiss cheese? Swiss, Mr. Kerry? Quel horror! During the 2008 election, President Obama refused to even order a cheesesteak when given the chance, sampling a fancy $100 ham instead. And Mitt Romney, in a state of culinary confusion, ordered a sub instead of a hoagie at a Philadelphia deli. He quickly corrected himself, but the damage was done, causing his campaign a day of indigestion. Speaking of indigestion, the grossest food gaffe has to go to former President George Bush the Elder. It was back in 1992 at a state dinner in Tokyo. The president must have been dizzy from 1,000 points of light because in the middle of dinner, he threw up all over the Japanese prime minister and passed out. Poor guy. And finally, bravest food encounter goes to Senator Mark Pryor. This past weekend, back in his home state of Arkansas, he gamely downed boiled and baked raccoon. No doubt 2014 is going to be a tough year for the red state Democrat, and that savory morsel might just be what saves Pryor's political bacon. We'll soon find out. I'm Amy Holmes, reporting to you from the Blaze newsroom in New York City.